بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hi, I'm Udit and welcome back to Act and React. Today we are going to continue on the series of the videos from There Is No Clash. Today's video's topic is quantum and light coherence, simply explained in Quran, and it has over 200,000 views. So without delaying anymore, let's get on with the video.
Hi. There are many different types of maps in the world. Most people are familiar with the typical road map, the one that helped you
GPS.
find where you were going back in the day before GPS and Google Maps or even MapQuest. Remember those? Few of us know that there are also political maps, economic maps, climate maps, and even a map depicting every country England has ever invaded. Oh yes, and spoiler
Yeah.
alert, there were a lot of them.
England invaded a lot
But
of
did you know
countries,
that NASA has something
including
called
our
fluorescence
subcontinent.
maps, which measure chlorophyll fluorescence light and offers a new view of the world's land plants? These maps are based on data collected from the spectrometer aboard a Japanese satellite and are the first to focus on land vegetation and to cover the entire globe. Chlorophyll fluorescence offers a more direct window into the inner workings of the photosynthetic machinery of plants from space. With chlorophyll fluorescence, we should be able to tell immediately if plants are under environmental stress before outward signs of browning or yellowing of
Really?
leaves become visible. So said Elizabeth Middleton, a NASA Goddard-based biologist and a member of the team that created the maps. Joanna Joyner of the NASA Goddard Space Flight Center says humans can't see this light. Our eyes just aren't that sensitive. To see the light that's emitted from plants all over the world, we have to use scientific instruments that are placed on satellites. The quantum theory of quantum physics tells us about the coherence of light and proposes a dual nature of light, meaning that light can behave simultaneously as particles or waves. Light gives plants the energy they need to grow, but what happens
Light is
if plants receive too much
duality. It
light?
has
The
particles
answer
and
is they glow.
in
This
waves
neon glow is
movement,
actually
dual
happening around
movement.
us all the time, and it's the result of a cellular process where light from the sun is transformed and released as fluorescent light in a phenomenon called chlorophyll fluorescence. The light exits the plant cell and is released into the atmosphere, which is why NASA stated that their satellite instruments have given climate researchers an unexpected global view from space of a fluorescent glow from land chlorophyll. But would you believe me if I told you that bottle of olive oil on your kitchen counter also gives off a fluorescent glow that can be seen in space in much the same way as planet Earth glows? Or would you maybe
I
start to
need to taste
question
it,
my
bruh.
IQ?
I think
It's not bad,
I
by the
need to
way.
taste it today.
It's
as
true, folks. Olive
the
oil, that
olive oil
rich
one.
substance we love to drizzle on our pasta or douse our salads with, emits a coherent light that makes it glow by fluorescence in the same way as our planet glows in space. Olive oil is unique among the majority of oils in that it is a product of a fruit rather than a seed. As such, it has a different constitution and naturally contains the green-coloured plant pigment chlorophyll,
Yeah,
which is
and they are
fluorescent.
pricey.
Though it may appear
Trust
dull
me,
under regular
olive oil
light,
is
hit a
costlier than
clear
other
glass of olive
palms.
oil with a green laser and the oil will glow red. And it's not just lasers that will get the olive oil to fluoresce, ultraviolet lamps will do the trick too and are accepted as an official method for the identification of the purity and grade of olive oil, according to the US Bureau of Standards. But before the existence of these specialized instruments that detect the fluorescent light emitted by plants on planet Earth from satellites in space, or the discovery of the quantum theory that explains how it all works, the Quran actually addressed this issue in a fascinating verse. In verse 35 of chapter 24, the Quran says, Allah, God, is the
Chapter
light of the
35,
heavens and the
Surah
earth. The
Fatir.
parable of his light is like a niche pillar. In it is a lamp. The lamp is in a glass. The glass is like a brilliant planet lit from an olive tree, which is neither of the east, i.e., neither this tree gets sun rays only in the morning, nor of the west, i.e., nor does it get sun rays only in the afternoon. But it is exposed to the sun all day long. Its olive oil would almost glow forth of itself, though no fire touched it, light upon light. The verse likens the glow of the planet with the glow of the oil derived from olives, as both shine in the same way by fluorescence. Both are also dependent on the same physical phenomenon fueled by quantum physics, and both emit a coherent light. coherence is one of the most important concepts in quantum physics and is strongly related to the ability of light to exhibit interference effects. A light field is called coherent, like the light from lasers, when there is a fixed phase relationship between the electric field values at different locations or at different times. Coherent light waves
Yeah,
are
so
waves with a
light
constant
coherency
phase
also
difference.
means
They
that
will have the same
the
frequency
wheel to
and
stay
wavelength.
together.
When two
That's
waves meet,
coherency.
they will
And
interfere and
laser
superpose.
lights are
This is
stay
called the
together,
quantum
doesn't
principle
break out
of
like the torch
superposition,
one.
and it's at the heart of quantum mechanics. If you look in the dictionary, the word superposition technically means one upon another. So when God says light upon light in the verse I mentioned just now, he's referring to superposition of light waves, one upon another. The fact that the Quran states that olive oil glows is in and of itself a miracle, as lasers and ultraviolet lamps now used to detect such a glow did not exist back then in any way, shape or form. Although planet is defined as a body that orbits a star, in our case the sun, and produces no light of its own, and although olive oil is dull under regular light, not only did the Quran inform us that they both glow on their own, but the Quran also asserts that they glow in a similar manner. What's more, the Quran refers to it as light upon light, long before the existence of the quantum theory of coherence, which now confirms the superposition of light waves. So the question remains, how could the Quran have known to use such a comprehensive analogy 1400 years ago? Was the Prophet Muhammad a quantum physicist?
No.
The answer could only be that the Prophet Muhammad had received divine revelation from God, the creator and originator of the universe.
Okay, so that was today's video, and to be honest, I have to admit I have no clue about the advanced stuff that was talked and discussed in this video. My knowledge as far as it goes about plants are that they have life, and plants take sunlight and uses chlorophyll and carbon dioxide to produce glucose and oxygen. Okay, that's about it. Only the photosynthesis part is that which I know, even in that age. So consider what people would have known 1400 years ago if they were told about this phenomenon that coherent lights make olive oil and other vegetation glow. So always it has been understood that Quran encourages gathering knowledge, and it also speaks about itself that Quran is a book for the people who has knowledge, and whether the kafir is always described as people without knowledge, or people who knows about this but don't want to admit it. So I think this series really meshes up things about science and religion, and makes a good comparison as how could people 1400 years ago would know about such advanced stuff about science. So the Quran can only be from the creator of the universe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And how could Prophet would have known about this stuff? He was an illiterate man. So it has to be a divine interference to make him know about stuff that is written in Quran, because the Quran was dictated directly to him, and through him to us. It was written down in parchments and skins, animal skins in those days, and later it was standardized and made as a book. So I don't want to discuss too much about it without knowing the actual stuff. So I think this will be enough for today's video. Hope you like it, and do like and subscribe the channel. It really motivates to make such videos. So thank you, all of you, and goodbye. Have a good day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan.